If you are a Depop seller and you're ready to get your items cross-listed over to other platforms quickly and efficiently, then this video is for you. I'm going to show you how to use the cross-listing tool Vendoo to take the listings that you already have inside of Depop and get them over to other platforms so that you can start making sales elsewhere. All right, so I'm going to be walking you through the exact steps on my computer over my shoulder so you can follow along with me. Real quick, I want to introduce myself. My name is Lee Meyer. I've made well over $100,000 flipping used clothes and other items on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. Give a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Vendoo, for making it possible for me to be able to be here with you, give you this tutorial. So down in the description below this video, down here, you'll find a link to be able to actually get 25% off of your first month of Vendoo. There's also the option to sign up for a free account where you get 5 free listings every month to be able to try it out for yourself. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing that you're going to do is come into Vendoo. I'm under the inventory, but what you're going to want to actually click into is where this little arrow and kind of the inbox picture is. It says import. And from there, you'll be able to import from whatever marketplaces you have connected. Real quick, you do need to connect in your marketplace. So for our example, we're going to be importing items from Depop. So you do need to have Depop connected into Vendoo so it knows what account to be able to connect to be able to pull in your listings from. So if you come over here under this person and go to marketplace connections, that's where you're going to see all of the available marketplaces. So there's about 10 different marketplaces like eBay, Poshmark, Depop, pretty much every platform where a reseller would want to be. Sign into your Depop account to be able to connect that. You're also going to want to turn on the sales detection, and that's going to detect any sales that come in and then delist items on other platforms where they're still listed. So back to this import tab, you're going to choose where you want to import from. Now, I do have multiple marketplaces connected, so that's why you're seeing multiple in here. But for purposes of this video, you're going to click on to Depop, and I do have 3 items here to be able to demonstrate for you for this video. This is not normally how I do it. Normally, I list right here with this plus sign with a new item. That's where I create all of my listings from, and then I can broadcast them out to the different marketplaces. All right, but for our purposes, I'm showing you how to import your items from Depop so that you can start selling on other platforms. So back to that import, and I've selected Depop. My items are here to be able to demonstrate. So I select them. You can select to 100 items. And then you're going to click this red button at the bottom to import. This is going to take just a second. You're going to see a little dialog box pop up over here. So that quick, they're already imported. And then I'm going to come back in. Let's go ahead back here. We're going to come back into inventory. So it's already taken me there automatically once I click that button, or you can click over here again and you're going to see those listings. So what that has brought in is all of those pictures, is brought in that information from your listings. So let's go ahead and go through these items and see what we need to fix to be able to list them over to other platforms. Now, I did put in one photo that had a background removed, but I would suggest clicking this button here to remove background, and you can select all of them or you can just select that cover photo. I'm going to go ahead and select all of them to be able to remove the background from. Now, with the title, you're going to want to for sure change this if you are a Depop seller, because there is a lot more room on other platforms to be able to have room in your title. So Lands End women's cardigan, I'm going to go ahead and capitalize these, and then women's cardigan sweater. And I did actually, if you come down here to this description, I would just copy and paste as much of this that will fit. Not all of this is going to fit, so we're going to have to clean this up. So we're at 101 characters is what it's saying. And depending on what platform, you're looking at 60, 70, 80 characters. Most of them have that 80. eBay, Mercari, Poshmark have that 80 character limit. So we're going to come back in here and see if we can get this down a little bit. We're going to go M for medium, And then let's go blue. All right, we're down to 85. Let's see what else we can do. Let me go ahead and remove that because that's going to be, okay, that gets us to 79 because we can put that into our conditions here or the item specifics here. So this is brand Land's End. It's already pulled that in from the listing, so I don't have to re-enter that. I'm going to capitalize that. And this is, it is not new without tag, so we need to change that. So pre-owned, good, primary color blue. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my SKU number in here. Let's hit update all. And this is women's clothing, sweaters. And we need to put in the size. This is the Vendoo form is what you're watching. And this one is 1 pound. I'm going to put 1 pound, 12 ounces. It's brought in my listing price, so I don't need to change that unless I want to. And then you're going to click save. So that's going to save your Vendoo listing. And what that's going to do is that's actually going to populate everything that we just entered, the price, the title, the description. It's going to populate that down into these other marketplace forms. And so from here, you're going to go into the whatever marketplaces that you have connected. So let's say, for example, that you want to list over to eBay. You do need to follow those steps to go and set that up as a connected marketplace under this little person and then marketplace connections. That's how these get over here. So let's go ahead and click into eBay, and there's going to be just a few things to be able to change or that we need to change on these forms. So you can see the titles there, the descriptions there. The one thing that I did forget to put in here, so we are going to go back, I'm going to go back to that Vendoo form. You're going to notice the outline of this form is yellow. That matches the color over here. So when we go to eBay, that's going to be blue. If we were to go to Etsy, that's orange. Poshmark is kind of that dark red. The one thing that is not in here that I want to make sure to add is dimensions. So armpit to armpit, and then 24-inch was the length. So let me save that again, and then that's going to just populate down to those other platforms when we click into those listings. So let's head back over to eBay. And so you can see that that did update there in the description. It's brought in the brand, it's brought in the color, my SKU number. Now with eBay, you do need to fill out this little section where it has the specifics according to the category. So we do need to put in women, it's brought in medium, and you can do everything from your keyboard. So let's say regular, and then I'm just going to tab to go to the next field, and it's going to maintain that regular that we were clicked into. So the style, and I'm using the arrow on my keyboard to do this. So I just tab out of that. That's going to keep keyboard, or that's going to keep cardigan. Condition is pre-owned. And we could change the condition description there. This is just a default that I have set. So let me click that. If you don't have it set up as a default, especially if you're a first-time user, you're going to see this little kind of hard floppy disk, and you just click that. That's going to set that up as a default, so you don't have to re-enter that every single time. I'm going to keep my shipping policy there for ground advantage. These shipping policies, by the way, they are pulled in from whatever you have set up on eBay, so you do need to have those set up. Package weight, that's pulled in from what we had entered on our Vendoo form. It's going to pull in that price again. So from here, we can just click to list. If you want to allow best offer, that option is there, but I'm just going to list that. And then I can continue on to my next platform. So I'm going to skip Etsy and then go over to Poshmark. And everything, again, is here. On the Poshmark form, there's very, very little to enter. Sometimes the size doesn't come in quite right, but it came in right. Everything is like, there's nothing that I need to add. So I just click list. That's already, sent over to Poshmark. While it's listing, it takes just a couple of seconds. You can click into the next form. So I'm over on Mercari now, and everything is in here. Let's see if there's anything that I need to enter. I just need to put in a shipping label. So I always do just whatever is the cheapest. $8.29 for FedEx. So we'll do that. Or UPS SurePost is also $8.29. So you have your choice between the two. I'm actually gonna go the UPS, and then we're gonna go ahead and click to list. Like that item is broadcast out to the other platforms. I could continue on through here. You're going to notice, down here at Depop, it says it's listed because it knows that we brought that in from the Depop platform. So I'm going to go ahead and just click through these couple of other items to show you how it's done and some other things that you may run into. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the background here from all of these. Again, type in the title, women's, let's see, Anu. This brand did not pull up on Depop. Anu, it was not in the brand list. So I'm going to see how this came in. So women's Anu shoes. Let's go ahead and, actually I probably could have just copied this whole thing in. Copy that. Viking brown. We're at 54, 61 characters. So I've got probably a couple more. Lace up. That gets us pretty close. Brand. So I do need to type in the brand since Depop did not have that brand or did not recognize this brand. So it's Anu. And then condition was fair. Brown. We're going to go ahead and put that same SKU. Athletic shoes, that works. And it's a 9. So it's not pulling in the package weight. So that's one thing if you're pulling your items in, importing from Depop, that you will need to go and kind of re-enter, because on Depop, it's like small, medium, large for your package, and they give kind of a weight range, but you're not entering an exact. So we're going to click save. And as that's saving, we can continue to eBay, Anu Brown, go ahead and enter women. Condition is pre-owned. And everything looks good. So we're going to list, go to Poshmark. So you can see how quickly this goes. Poshmark, again, there's nothing to have to re-enter on Poshmark. I'm going to click list. And in a matter of like less than probably 2 minutes, that all of these Depop items are now cross-listed over to 3 other platforms, making them available on 4 platforms. And that's really the best way to be able to not only make more sales, but to have more consistent sales, because that's a lot of complaint from resellers, is that sales might be up and down, high one day, low the next. But when you're spread out across more platforms, that's going to really help even that out. So that's done. I'm going to click back to this. And then that leaves us with this third one as an example. I'm just going to actually take that whole description, copy that to my title, black lace up. We're going to go casual, maybe preppy. Put it in there. We've got UGG, black. I'm going to put the SKU. So Depop does not have a SKU, so that's why I'm having to re-enter that. Boot, and then this is a US 8 and 1 pound, 12 ounces. Save. All right, so over to eBay. Actually, let me go back to Vendoo. The Vendoo form, because I did not remove the background and I want to do that. So remove background. This is one of the best features built into Vendoo. This is actually, if you use Photo Room app, that's a background remover. It is a paid app, but when you're a Vendoo user, it comes free with your account. So I was actually able to go and save money off of paying strictly for Photo Room because it's all built in. Okay, so that's saved. Let's go into eBay. So you can see that that's all of those pictures that have been removed, the background have been removed from those. So it's brought in the brand. And then we just need to enter these specifics here for eBay. So style is going to be, let's call them a booty. Upper material is leather. And leave that. List. Click over to Poshmark while that's busy working. Everything is here. So we've got the size is there, the pricing is there, list. Click over to Mercari. We've got UGG. Sometimes Mercari does this. UGG Australia. So some of the brands are named a little bit different, or there might be spaces. Like J Jill there's a space on some between the J and the Jill, or there's just a period. Some of the platforms name their brands just slightly different. So you may need to come in just like I did here, where it's listed as UGG Australia. So, and then the only other thing that I need to change or add is the shipping label for Mercari. And like that, all 3 of those items are now listed across 4 platforms: Depop plus eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark. And I could continue on down through here if I wanted to list over to Facebook Marketplace or any other platforms that I don't have connected. I don't have them all connected, so they're not all showing. But really, you do have full control with Vendoo and being able to sell across multiple platforms and be able to manage all of your inventory all from one place. When you come in here into the inventory, you're going to see little icons here so you can see exactly where your items are listed. Here in Marketplace Connections is going to detect your sales for you. So you can see here that I had a turtleneck shirt sell on eBay. I had bra sell over on Poshmark, a t-shirt sell on eBay, a dress over on eBay. And that is going to, as soon as that sale is detected, that is going to go in and delist that item. So for example, this was listed on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. That is going to go and delist that item from Poshmark and Mercari so that you don't end up with duplicate sales. Found this video helpful. Now I do have an entire playlist of Vendoo tutorial videos I'm going to link to up here. This will walk you through step by step of how to use Vendoo. It's much more than just a cross-listing tool. You can do so much more, like delist and relist items so that they're fresh, brand new items. You could even send out offers right from within Vendoo. As a reseller who sells across multiple platforms, it really does give you one central place to be able to manage all of your items from. So again, down here in the description below this video, that's where you'll find the link to be able to get 25% off of your first month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video soon.